Hey, so we picked up this E39 525I here. It's a 2002. Do a quick walk around of it. Bought it sight unseen. Battery was dead. Just got it loaded up on the trailer here, and then we took it home. So it's got some nice angel eyes with the blacked out fog lights. Those are going to be taken off and put on the E39 540i after it's all painted. It's got the clear depots in the back, factory. Those are going to be taken off and swapped with those once it's painted. The car was super wet. The lady said that it was just the floor under the driver's seat that was wet. Apparently the window leaks, but it was soaked. I mean, we didn't really look at much else of the car. We were just gonna basically just wanted it for the lights and the tail lights and got a good deal on it. And gonna try to get it running, driving, probably sell it. I'll probably drive it for a couple of weeks. But yesterday we did, I'll insert a clip of the noise. As soon as I put the battery on, a new battery in it, it started making a very loud howling sound. When we discovered it was the window washer pump was making that noise for some reason. Whoa! This car was covered in wasp nests all over the place. You can see them there. I mean, we removed all of them, but just don't want to get stung. Removed all of them, but they could probably smell the old nest. Maybe, I'm not sure. Wow. I don't know if you can see them all. Whoa. Basically, we took the cover off right here under the car, and up under there was the windshield washer tank pump, and it was making that very loud noise. So we just took the fuse off. The noise just started again. And that was it. So we tried to crank and start the car, and it gets no spark, no fuel. So usually with that, it's a crank sensor or a ECU computer issue or a wiring issue, or a fuel pump relay or something like that. So we tried to locate the fuel pump relay. This is a 2002 525i. The fuel pump relay is underneath the driver's side glove box. It is right under here. You gotta take the whole glove box off, and it's a green relay that's back there. When we took the glove box off, there was water pouring out of it. Like this car is basically almost like it was submerged underwater. Everything was wet. Like it was all, the relays were all wet. So we took them off, we dried them out, and then we took off the passenger side cabin filter here, and underneath there's two computers and a bunch of relays. We took both of the computers out there. I think one's for the engine, one's for the transmission. I think the transmission is blue, but I could be wrong. But anyways, took them both out. We took the computers apart, and the computers were damp inside. The plugs were wet, so the whole thing was soaked inside. So it's like almost like this car must have been submerged underwater, because all the electronics are wet under the dash. So after we did that, we dried out the plugs, relays, and the computers. We now have spark and fuel. The car cranks and wants to kick over, but this car's been sitting for 5 years, so it just wants to kick. So we're pretty sure the fuel's bad in it. That's the last time it was insured, 2015, 4 years ago. Today we're going to be taking off the we got a fan in there just drying out the whole car. We're going to be taking out the rear seat and locating the fuel pump, pulling the fuel pump out, and seeing what kind of gas is in the tank and how bad. Probably be siphoning it out, putting some new gas in there and see if it starts. Car also got this nice M wheel. I really like that steering wheel. It's also got a nice factory radio that I'm hoping to be putting into this car here. One step at a time. First we'll take off our parts. We'll be taking off our tail lights, headlights, keeping them in the garage, because there's no point in putting them on the 540i because we will be painting it. And then we'll be putting the tail lights from that car onto the 525i, just so you can drive it. And then after we get it running, basically I'll just insure it and drive it and post it for sale and see when it sells. And then as they're doing that, we'll get this thing up in the air on all four, take the tires off, do the brakes, take the lights out, mask the windows, and start prepping the car for paint. Take the bumpers off, fix the cracks, and yeah, start prepping it for paint. You'll